शुभोदयम्।
शुभोदयम्। स्वागतं नमः सर्वेभ्यः। अद्य नवमपाठस्य अन्तिमभागः शिष्यते। तत् पठित्वा तदनन्तरं दशमः पाठः पठामः। प्रार्थनया प्रारम्भं करोमि। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुः देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। हरि ओम्। तु नवमः पाठे एकादश भागस्य सङ्ग्राह्यविषयाः इति अन्तिमभागस्य एकवारं पठनं कृत्वा famous tense. So we have reached in the 10th lesson the counts of tense. Okay, so as you know, we normally say we have 8 directions, but we have 3-dimensional approach to everything. So we have 10 directions very clearly. Purva for east, Paschima for west. These are Pratipadikas. Okay, so generally you will hear the Vibhakti form as Purvaha, Paschimaha like that. Okay, so Paschima for west, Uttara for north. Uttara is also sometimes used in the sense of afterwards. Okay, and Purva is used in the sense of prior or before. Okay, so when it's specific to direction, we take it as east, and this as north, and otherwise we take it to mean in the sequence before or after. Okay, all right. Dakshina, south. Also we in another place we take dakshina to mean right, not necessarily south. We may take it to mean right side. Okay, and that is so because we stand facing east. As you know, that is the pious direction. So the hand, right hand naturally is to the dakshina direction. So that is a correspondence there. So dakshina,
What we
south.
offer also is dakshina, no Guruji?
Correct. Very good observation. See, culturally it is called dakshina in the sense of it is given with the right hand. That's why it's extremely inauspicious for us to take or receive or give in left hand. So that's why if you see, even in when you do normal trade, etc., we frown if somebody exchanges money in the left hand. We call it as incorrect culturally. So we have to give in right hand, and the receiver has to receive with his right hand. Okay, so so that's very, that's why even the trade itself, the giving act of giving away such a thing itself is also termed as dakshina. So the process uses dakshina hasta. Okay, anyway, Agneya, it's southeast. Okay, see this one. Okay, southeast, Agneya. Nairutya is southwest. Okay, then Vayavya is northwest, and Ishanya northeast, as you see here. Okay, so this is our Dik Purusha with his 6 hands and his head and other portions also indicating directions. Okay, so then in addition to those 4 diagonal directions, we also have Urdhva and Adaha or Adhas. Adhas is the Pratipadika, Adaha it becomes. Okay, so Urdhva and Adhas. So Purva, Paschima, Uttara, Dakshina, primary directions. Agneya, Nairutya, Vayavya, Ishanya, diagonal directions. Urdhva, Adhas is the up and down. So the 10 directions, easy to remember. Hopefully we get a question regarding this, we can score easily. So remember the Purva, Paschima, Uttara, Dakshina, all of us, Agneya and Nairutya we don't use so often, so we have to memorize this. Agneya, Nairutya, Vayavya, Ishanya, like that. Dashopanishadaha, the 10 primary Upanishads. There are hundreds of Upanishads, and typically the Upanishads belong to one of the Vedas. Each Upanishad is part of one of the Vedas. Okay, so Vedas, as you know, has multiple portions. The primary portion of Veda is called Sahitya. and or Samhita. Actually, Samhita is the word used for the primary portion where you will find the mantras generally. Okay, and then the second segment of Vedas, each Veda is called the Brahmana, where the details of how to conduct Vedic rites, in what sequence, what padarthas have to be used, what are the names of the yajnas, and which mantras from the Samhita has to be adopted in each of the Vedic ritual, etc. is explained in the Brahmanas. Okay, so you can call it as a commentary on the Karma Kanda, on how to use the Vedic rites. Then we have the Upanishads. Okay, the Upanishads are called the Jnana Kanda. So the Brahmanas and the Samhita together form the Karma Kanda. Doesn't mean there is no Bhuda there, of course. Samhita is primary, it contains everything. But the focus in the Upanishad portion of the Vedas will be very heavily Adhyatmika, very heavily about why we are, what is our purpose, what should be our goal, etc. Such matters. Hmm? So the matters of life and death are discussed in the Upanishad.
Existentialism. Existentialism, basically.
I wouldn't
Why we are.
exactly know what. Yeah, you can. Yeah, if you know why we are. Yeah, if you say that is existentialism, yes. What is our purpose, etc. So such deep matters are discussed in the Upanishads. So amongst these hundreds of course, we have probably lost more text than we have what remain. But in those hundreds of Upanishads that remain with us, some of them are very small, some of them are medium size. Okay. Some of them are like, worth printing in just maybe one sheet. You can compactly print. Even such small Upanishads are there. So the 10 primary ones are these. Okay. Isha, Kena, Katha, Prashna, Mundaka, Mandukya, Taittariya, Brihadaranyaka, Chandogya, Aitareya. So this would actually, of course, some of them, couple of them would belong to Rig Veda, couple of them to Yajurveda, some of them to Samaveda, and the balance to Atharva Veda. So that's how they are there. Okay. For example, I know Chandogya belongs to Samaveda because I come in that lineage. Okay, so Dasha Danani, 10. Okay, by the way, each of them is also read as Ishopanishad, Kenopanishad, Kathopanishad, Prashnopanishad, Mundakopanishad. Basically, Mundakopanishad comes in the sense of Mundakaha Upanishad, the Mundakopanishad, something like that. Okay, but we don't try to break down the Sandhi. If we read with Upanishad, we go with Okara. So Ishopanishad, Kenopanishad, Kathopanishad, Prashnopanishad, Mundakopanishad, Mandukyopanishad, Taittiriyopanishad. So like that it goes. Sandhikarya. U becomes O. Hmm? So simple Guna Sandhi, I guess. Brihadaranyaka
Picture. In the picture, it is written as Vayuvya. Vayavya is the right one, right?
I think Vayavya. Vayavya. That is a misspelling mistake. Just go with the book's spelling. Okay.
Thanks.
Good that you noticed it. I'll correct it. In Kannada, sometimes we do the Apabhramsha and make it Vayuvya. So we should not go with that. I must have followed my Kannada brain. Okay. So yeah. Brihadaranyaka Chandogyopanishad, Aitareyopanishad, like that. And Upanishad. Okay. So it's a Takaranta or a Dakaranta, Halanta Dakaranta, you can say. Okay. So that's how we go with that. And this is the plural. Upanishadaha is a plural form. So Dasha Danani, 10 types of giving. Okay, Dana is the act of giving, right? So 10 types of things that can be given in the form of Dana. Of course, this relates to Vedic rituals naturally. Okay, so in Yajna Yaga, when the Adhikari does the Yajna Yaga, he's supposed to do certain Dana Karyas. So those are the types of Dana Karyas that he can do. Go Danam or Go is cow, of course. Bhu is land, granting of land. Tila is til, the oil-rich seed. Hiranya, gold. Ajya, like butter, ghee, things like that. Okay. Vasas, cloth. So sari, panche, all those things. Dhanya, grain. Okay. Guda, that is sharkara, of course. Okay. Rupya, this one is of course money directly. So lavana, salt. See, interesting. Salt listed. In the olden days, in the interiors, it was very valued. They used to, of course, get it all the way from the rock salt or from the seashores, etc., from far off places. So it was an important dana element, just like sharkara. But today there is a belief in the current culture. I don't know how that has come. At least in Mysore Bangalore belt, I noticed that you are not supposed to receive salt in as a dana. If somebody does bring some good rock salt from somewhere, you have to give token money and receive it. I don't know why that is. That is because of this strange phrase which we have, which is called uppu uppu tindam, something like that. There is some belief that when you take salt, you owe something very deep,
Don't
some
betray,
runa.
betray those
Yeah,
people.
betrayal, but also you have a deep sense of runa when you take salt. So to not have that runa, you actually exchange some money so that you are not bound by that runa. In case you
In
don't.
Malayalam, there's a saying, sir.
Mm.
Uppu തിന്നവൻ തണ്ണി കുടിക്കണം.
I think it is very scientific also.
No, உப்பிட்டவரை உள்ளளவும் நினை in Tamil.
தமிழ்ல என்ன என்ன
That is
மேடம்?
Tamil.
உப்பிட்டவரை
உப்பிட்டவரை உள்ளளவும் நினை.
உள்ளளவும்
உள்ளளவும்
நினை.
நினை.
Eat,
So
eat from somebody's
the
house.
people who gave salt, you remember them for life, something like that.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Sir, there is a saying that it passes on the Runanubandha by giving the
Runanubandha.
salt by person.
It's related to Runa. Yeah, very correct, Mahodaya. In Kannada, the saying is a little different from how I heard it now in Malayalam and Tamil. It's very interesting. Each has a different phrase. We have Upputinda manege droha bagiya beda, like one of the Mahodayas told, which means to the house that treated you with salt. That means that fed you. Actually, we take it in sense of that fed you. Never betray that household. That is the phrase in Kannada. Okay, very nice. I like those beautiful sayings. They are all teaching us dharma.
All our Indian language, Namakharami.
Namakharam. Even in the north, there is that very strange. Yes, correct. Very nice. Okay, so with that interesting thing about Lavana, it looks like an odd man out in the list, and see how many stories we have to say about salt. Of course, we have the salt satyagraha also. Anyway. So let us read it all once and remember Purva, Paschima, Uttara, Dakshina, Agneya, Nairutya, Vayavya, Ishanya, Urdhva, Adas. Then Isha Kena Kata Prashna, Mundaka Mandukya Taittariya Brihadaranyaka, Chandogya Aitareya. There is even actually a verse composed out of those, but that verse is not easy to remember also. It's okay to remember directly. Then Go Bhutila, Hiranya Ajya Vasas Dhanya Guda Rupya Lavana. So these are the 10 worthy of being given as donation. Okay, so then there is this traditional verse. This is while feeding a cow. So of course it's a prayer to Kamadhenu. So let us see this. Surabhir Vaishnavi Mataha. So Surabhihi Vaishnavi Mataha. Surabhir Vaishnavi Mataha. Suraloke Mahiyase. Grasa Mushtirmaya Datta. Surabhe Pratigruhyatam. So He Surabhe. So the cow is being addressed as He Surabhe. Okay. So you heavenly entity, something like that. So maya grasamushtihi datta asti pratigruhyatam. I have given a handful of grass, obviously. Okay, Grasa mushti. See, grasa mushti. One handful of grass. Okay. See, grass, grasa. See, the Sanskrit is the mother of languages. Anyway, pratigruhyatam. Please receive it. Please take it from me. Like that. Okay. So of course, before that is the stuti, a praise of the Gomata. Surabhihi Vaishnavi Matah. So she is the mother of Vishnu almost. Okay, in that sense. Okay, so you are related to Vishnu, they say here, but Mataha is almost like mother. Because if you see Krishna and all, right in the childhood, she would have fed in different avatars. So that's how it is taken. So we consider always the cow in our households. If you remember in the olden households, every household generally used to maintain a small cow shed and have. So it was considered like a mata because it used to feed the babies. So Surabhihi Vaishnavi Mataha Suraloke Mahiyase. So you are Mahiyase is worshipped. It's the sense they have taken here. Worship Suraloke Mahiyase. So you Mahiyase means you are very importantly situated even in Suraloka, even in the loka of Suras, okay, which is Devas. So let alone people. So that is the kind of thing saying. So, O Mother Surabhi, Kamadhenu, divine cow that yields all our wishes. The Kamadhenu name itself means that you are worshipped in heaven also for you. Also, I don't know, this English is a little suspect, for you are related to Vishnu. Also because or something like that perhaps. Okay. Anyway. Here I give a handful of grass. Yes, sir.
Vaishnavi is something related to Vishnu, like how
Correct,
Nagarasya is related to Nagara.
correct. It is a Vriddhi of Vishnu, Vaishnavi. Yeah, correct. Vaishnavi Mataha. That means you are related to somebody who is of the Vishnu Parampara. Yeah, something like that. Just to give me a second. I have something critical to answer. Sorry about that. There was something important to take care of. So, all right. So let's read this again. So yeah, like Mahodaya mentioned, it's not Vishnu Mataha, it is Vaishnavi Mataha. So it's okay. So yeah, in that sense it is taken. So Surabir Vaishnavi Mataha Suraloke Mahiyase Grasa Mushtir Maya Datta Surabhe Pratigruhyatam. So okay.
So
the
this
first
Mahiyase will be Sambodhana?
No, it is simply Tvam Madhyama Purusha, this thing. It is not Sambodhana. It's Madhyama Purusha. Tvam it's like Kriya Pada. Okay?
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you.
And one more thing, Mahodaya, here it is Maya Datta Brushti Grasa Mushtihi. If you go by our logic, it should have been Maya Dattaha Grasa Mushtihi. The Kriya Pada should go with the object here, right?
But Mushtihi, why are you taking it in what linga are you assuming for Mushti?
Grasa Mushtihi Pullinga.
No, Mushtihi, why are you assuming it is Pullinga? That's the question. Okay. See, Grasha Mushtihi Maya Datta. Datta goes with Mushtihi. So clearly Mushtihi must be Strilinga pada. Okay.
Okay. I'm going by the Visarga attached to
No,
that
no, no, no,
word.
no. Visarga is no indicator of linga. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Lakshmihi. Lakshmi also is having a Visarga.
That is
Okay.
the only Strilinga with Visarga in the entire Sanskrit literature. That's what told by Prabhakarji when he started the Shibira for us.
Okay. We will need to cross check this. Mushtihi clearly is Strilinga because Datta has been included there. Okay. Normally, these verses are so much scrutinized, checked, there will not be clear errors. Okay. Let's move on. Let's cross check separately and move on. Huh? Yeah. So the questions related to the 9th lesson, we'll conclude with this. So fill in the blanks with appropriate forms of the Kartrupadani. Kartrupadani. So Balaha is given as if it is Pratama Ekavachana, but you have to look at the sentences Kartari Karmani effects and accordingly deploy it. Huh? So they have clearly indicated Kartrupada, but instead of giving it as Pratipadika, they have given it in Pratama Ekavachana, Balaha, Janaha. Of course, it's their privilege how they give it. We need to understand contextually and apply it. Okay, so very easy ones. So let me invite Vishnu. Vishnu. Oh, or maybe Vishnu's mother.
I'm Jayashri. I'm Jayashri, Guruji.
Ah, Jayashri ji. Yeah. So Jayashri ji, can you try number 1 and 2?
Number 1. I was just listening to. Can you help me out with the page number?
Oh, sorry. You are not able to see the screen?
I can only say sorry because I'm just engrossed in that screen.
Okay, don't worry then. Don't worry. It is actually the 9th lesson, all the way the last page questions.
I got it. Thank you.
Sir,
Fill in the
175.
appropriate
Page
forms of
175.
Pradani. Sorry.
Please repeat yourself. Yeah.
Fill in the blanks with the appropriate forms of Kartru Pradani given in brackets to suit the verbs.
Correct.
Balaha dash pataha pataha pataniyaha. Balakena pataha pataniyaha.
Correct, but your Pratipadika is different from what is given there. Balakena uses Balakaha or Balaka as the Pratipadika. Okay. So
Balena.
Balena pataha pataniyaha. We have to not use the different Pratipadika. Though nothing colossal, your answer is also correct. Huh? But we have to stick to the Pratipadika given. Balena pataha pataniyaha. Next one.
Janaha dash dharmaha palaniya. Tritiya vibhakti bahuvachanam janaihi dharmaha palaniyaha.
Fantastic. Well done, Bhagini. Thank you very much. Welcome. So, Subramanyam Varya. Subramanyam.
Yes, sir.
Can you try a couple more, sir? Yeah.
Bhaktaha dash devam nameyuhu. Bhaktena devam nameyuhu.
See, if it was in Karmani, Devam wouldn't have been there. It would have been Devaha. Okay. And Nameyuhu is not a Karmani Kridanta form. It is actually it's a Vidiling Bahuvachana. It sounds like Bhaveyuhu, Nameyuhu, like that. So it is a Bahuvachana and is in Kartari form. Okay. So we have to stick to Kartari of the Karta. How would you say that?
Bhakta Kartari. No, not getting actually, sir.
Very easy. Actually, it is already in the form you need. Bhaktaha is plural of bhakta. Okay. So
Bhakta.
bhaktaha devam nameyuhu is all. So you just have to copy that as is. Okay. But that's why they have given, just in case you get confused, they have given questions like this. Okay. So bhaktaha devam nameyuhu. It's already prepared correctly for Kartari, so we can copy it over. Okay. Little bit, I don't know why they gave like that. There is not much challenge what they have given, but it's a different type of challenge now. We get confused. How is that they have already given the answer like that? Yes. That's what is the conflict that occurred to you also, I'm sure. So try number 4, Varya.
बालिकाः डैश श्लोकः वक्तव्यः बालकः श्लोकः वक्तव्यः.
See, vaktavyah, tavyat and anir, okay, is karmani. It is forcing karmani on the karta. Okay, actually, karmani prayoga in the vakyam, so karta has to go to tritiya. Okay, so maya vaktavyah, like that. Maya shlokah vaktavyah, tvaya shlokah vaktavyah, like that. But here it is balika is the pratipadika. Okay, like Sita. So Sita, Site, Sitaha, Sitam, Site, Sitaha, Sitaya, Sitabhyam, Sitabhihi. Like that will go Tritiya Bahuvachana, right? So what will Balika go to?
बालिकाभिः.
Very good. Balikabihi Shlokaha Vaktavyah.
वक्तव्यः.
And this is in Pullinga Vaktavyah because Shlokaha is in Pullinga, it's tracking Karmani. Okay. Balikabihi Shlokaha Vaktavyah. Last one you try, Mahodaya.
त्वं देश दोषः न करणीयः.
Karaniyaha is a aniyar prayoga, like tavyat, similar to tavyat except it's aniyar. It is also forcing what prayoga? What is the sentence prayoga when you use a aniyar?
It's not getting that.
Is it kartari or is it karmani?
It is kartari.
No. See, both tavyat and aniyar, yeah, by is implicit when you say vaktavyaha should be told, karaniyaha should be done, doshaha na karaniyaha, mistake should not be done. So you don't say in English also you mistake should not be done. You say by you mistake should not be done, right? So it is naturally karmani form. Aniyar and tavyat are karmani. It forces karmani prayoga in the sentence. So karta has to go to tritiya. So how will you take tvam to tritiya?
Yuyam.
That is if it is plural.
Plural, yeah.
Singular?
No.
Okay, it is not even UM is Pratama Vibhakti Bahuvachana. So you have to remember the Tvam Shabda or what you call Yushmad Shabda. It's called Yushmad Pratipadika. So Tvam Yuvam Yum Tvaya Yuvabhyam Yushmabhihi in Tritiya. Okay, Yushmabhihi Doshaha Nakaraniyaha or Tvaya Doshaha Nakaraniyaha. No need to pluralize unnecessarily. Because it's karmani, you are free to stay. Since it is given in singular, tvam, so say tvaya. Okay?
Okay, tvaya. Yeah.
Is it clear what is happening, Mahodaya?
Yes, sir.
Tvaya doshaha na karaniyaha. Thank you, Arya. Thanks for helping us. So you rest of you hopefully followed what was happening. Okay, one trick question was there. Rest were actually needing us to go to Tritiya Vibhakti. And we were following the same vachana as what was given in the bracket. So not why they gave it with the Vibhakti is they tried to indicate the vachana also. If they just put Bala, then you can say Balena or you can go even Dvivachana, Bahuvachana. Okay. But here because they have given Ekavachana, Bahuvachana, Ekavachana. That also we are tracking, trying to honor the vachana in the brackets. So we are taking hint from that. But we are going to check is Pratama correct or it should be Tritiya using the Kriya Pada or Kriya placeholder, so Kridanta. So here these Kridantas, okay, Aniyar, Pataniyaha, Palaniyaha, Karaniyaha, these are all inducing Karmani Prayoga. Tavyat also induces Karmani Prayoga, Vaktavyaha. But nameyuhu is not a kridanta. Okay, it is a lakara form, vidiling. Okay, so we have to stay in kartari. That means we have to stay in pratama vibhakti for karta, which means bhaktaha will remain bhaktaha. So that was the trick out of the rest, but the rest had some work for us. Okay, so I hope you understood the process there. Okay, so let us invite. Thank you, Mahodaya. Murthy Mahodaya.
Yes, yes, sir.
You
You
can
are
try.
moving back to Murthy.
Huh?
Yes.
Huh. You can try the second section. Couple of the fill in the blanks. Murthy Mahodaya. I think you ended up muting. You were unmuted earlier.
Yes, sir.
Uh-huh.
Now I'm unmuted.
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
अपलिकेन वस्तूनि दातव्यं
Correct.
दातव्यं
No,
दानीयं
datavyam is singular. Datavyam is singular. Vastuni is plural. So what do you do?
दानीयानि दातव्यानि.
Very good. Aniyar and tavyat. Very nice. Apanikena vastuni daniyani datavyani. Very good. Okay. One more you try, Mahodaya.
Yes, sir. Sah devam
See, vidyartha.
Namate. This is a I mean, devam, that is the objective. Saha is karma, kattari. Saha devam namyet or
Namyet. Correct.
Namyet is a I mean vidhi.
Vidhiling. We have to go with vidhi because the question is actually saying vidyartha form. Okay.
This devam is there. It must be obligatory. I think so.
Yes.
And it is compulsory. Devam is compulsory.
Murthy Mahodaya, I have a bell to attend. So guys, you please stand by. You can be discussing amongst yourself. I'll come back in a few minutes.
Okay, sir. Okay. Balakaha na. Let somebody give the fill in the blank.
Namit.
बालकाः न वदेयुः.
Correct. Yes. Asattam nave.
Vadeyu.
Balaka is plural. No. Balaka is plural. We have to think. Vadeyar, I think.
This is also
Vidiling,
Vidiling. This is also Vidiling.
Vidiling.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it is Vadeyu.
Asatya means it's a compulsory. You should not tell. That is Videyar, I think. Vadeyar.
No, sir.
Vadeyar, I think.
Vadeyu.
Vadeyu.
Yeah.
Vadeyu.
Yeah.
Vadeyu is correct here.
संभावनार्थे संभावना
Yes, sir.
No, Vidiling, no?
Yeah.
if you look at page 62, it is संभावनार्थे.
गंतव्यम, ठीक है, भवेयम गंतव्यम.
It might right. It is संभावनार्थे.
नगरं कर्मकारेण काव्यं गन्तव्यं गन्तव्यानि
गंतव्यम.
Nagaram Gantavyam. Yes.
दुष्टा सज्जनान् न पीडयन्ति
पीडयेयुः.
Pidayeyuhu. I think it's not pidi.
Pidayeyuhu. Yeah, correct.
Pidayeyuhu.
Yeah, it is like sentence number 3. Balaka satyam na vadayu. Like that.
Yeah.
Then dustai sajjanaha naha pid.
Na.
Dusta is singular. Dustai. It is the object.
Plural, no. Sajjanaha is plural.
Pidaniyaha.
Na pidaniyaha.
Pidaniyaha.
Correct.
No.
Correct. Because of masculine, because Sajjana has masculine, singular would be Pidaniya, huh? Plural will be Pidaniya. Pidaniya. Atpiditavyaha also can be used. Okay,
Sir,
well
one doubt. If the Vidiling is there, and then we need not have to follow the Tridiya Vibhakti, Pradama Vibhakti rule. Like Karmani we follow.
Very see, in Vidiling, if it is in Vidiling, you have both options. If you know to apply the Karmani niche form of Vidiling, Namyeta, okay. See, see, let us take the second sentence, Namet. Namet is Kartari Vidiling. Naturally, when we first learn the Lakara, we learn them in the Kartari forms, like Bhavati, Lat Kartari. Okay, then Bhavyet or something like that would be the Bhavyeta or something like that would be the Karmani form of it. Okay.
Okay.
So
Patet, Patetam, Pateyu.
This is
like that
Vidiling.
you follow.
Correct. In normal straightforward Vidiling, like Madam said, Patet, Patetam, Pateyuhu is the normal Vidiling Kartari form. You can also take them to Karmani. But you remember what Sanskrit Bharati is asking us to do. Don't struggle with Karmani conversion of Vidiling. For Kartari, use Vidiling, fine. But for Karmani, switch to Aniyar or Tavyat. That is the, so Aniyar or Tavyat is also Vidyartha and Karmani mode. So instead of using, figuring out how would we make it Karmani, Namyeta or something like that, perhaps, Namyeta. But instead of that, go with Namaniyani, Namitavyani, something like that. So Tena Devaha Namitavyaha, something like that. Okay. Nantavyaha, probably. Nantavyaha, like that forms will come out. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, sir.
So let us see the last one. Let me invite Pushpa Narayanan Varye. Thanks, Murthy Varya.
No, can you hear me, sir?
Shrikant, I can hear you. Ask.
Sir, this I have a doubt here. In chapter number 4, we read this Pathet, Pathetam, Patheyuhu, but it's Bhavanarthe. It is not. Is it same as Vidhiling?
See, actually, Vidhiling has 6 different senses. Okay, command, request, possibility, saying such a thing, may such a thing happen. So may, should, you must do. All colors can be taken. Okay, for lot, vidhi, and all that. Even according to Panini's definition of their thing, there are different senses you can take. So, lot of what the sense is comes from the sandarbha. So if, and also the, if you're actually speaking, it comes from tonality also. Okay. So yeah.
Sambhavanarthe and Vidhiling.
See, Vidhi itself means a rule. So you can say direct meaning of Vidyartha is Agnyartha. Okay. As if we are making somebody definitely do something like that. So that sense is also conveyed by Tavyat Aniyar. But in Karmani mode, that's all. Okay.
In Kartari mode, if we have to use, we will have to use Sambhavanarthe for Vidyartha.
Correct. We have to, you come back to Vidhiling. Okay. And if we have to use Karmani, we have 2 options. We can either go with Vidhiling Karmani forms by introducing that niche prayoga, or we have to go to Tavyat Aniyar. Okay. Yeah. Kridanta is an alternate technique.
There is a difference in telling he may try and he must try. Saha yatet, if you say, let him try, he may try and he must try. So both have a significant amount of difference in the meaning that they are conveying. And how come we are using the same yatet for both?
Mahodaya, it's all in the mood. For example, Tena yatitavyam syat. When I say like that, is it sounding like vidhi to you?
That is karmani.
Sorry, karmani, I know, but see, that kriya pada was adhyakrita, right? So when I introduce a tonality and say tena katitavyam sat saha nakatitavan kim karaniyam tyajyatam, like that when I speak, I'm just saying he should have done it, he possibly should have done it, he might have done it, like that. Okay, so tonality brings that might, may, etc. a lot in this language. Okay. You cannot conclude by saying aniyartavyat that there is a command there, there is an instruction, there is a clear-cut direction like that. Sometimes it may be just a desire type of sense. Okay. I will try to pull the Paninian Sutra related to definition of Vidiling. Okay. So he gives the between Vartika and Vyakhya of that Paniniya Sutra, we understand what are all the different moods under which with different bhava under which are that particular ling form can be taken. Okay, like that. But Ashirling is very clear. It is more about Ashirvada. Okay, so it's more like saying, hey, may such a good thing happen to you. That is my wish. That is the Ashirling. Okay. Okay. Last set. Tyagaha Kesham Gunaha. Oh, remember this Vitta and Tyaga? That verse. Okay. Anybody wants to volunteer? Tyagaha Kesham
Sir,
Gunaha.
I'll tell, sir.
Please
I'll
tell.
Sir.
Tell, madam.
Tyago guno vidvatam. So tyagaha vidvatam gunaha.
Vittavatam gunaha. So Tyaga would be a good guna in Vittavatas. Though the Dhanikas better have Tyaga as a guna. Otherwise it will not be useful. So yes, Tyagaha Vittavatam gunaha. Good answer. So somebody else can volunteer. Ka sabana.
Vriddha.
Vriddaha.
Yatra vriddhana santi.
Correct. Sa na sabha. Correct. Yatra vriddaha na santi sa na sabha. That is not a sabha where vriddhas are not there. And vriddhaha something, it keeps going. It's a good verse to remember. And like somebody pointed out, it has that antadi alankara. Kaha dharmaha na. Somebody else can volunteer.
Yatra satyam nasti saha dharmaha na.
Correct. Yatra satyam nasti na saha dharmaha or tatra nasti dharmaha. That also. But he can say saha na dharmaha is correct. The question is kaha dharmaha na. So saha dharmaha na should be the trailing portion. So yatra satyam nasti saha na dharmaha. Very good. Last one. Tavyat pratyaya kasmin arte bhavati. Just now we were practicing that. So somebody can volunteer. Vidyarte bhavati. Simple answer you can give. Vidyarte tavyat pratyaya athava aniyar pratyaya api vidyarte bhavati. Okay. Okay, all right. So let us call a thanks to the 9th lesson for teaching us so much. So let's move forward to
Guruji, even I understand whether mushti is Strilinga or Pullinga.
Strilinga. Because of the ta, it is Strilinga. That's how I am trusting the verse to teach us the linga. Okay, so it is Strilinga.
It's also.
I can cross check quickly to see if some references as I have whether it. Okay, in the references I have, there are both lingas shown. Okay, but that's not a very reliable place. Okay, so maybe the sense of Strilinga has been taken. Okay. All right, so let us go to Dashamaha Pataha. We have the Ekapankti Uktihi. Today, because as part of the 10th lesson, we should cover the Ekapankti Ukti present in the 11th and 12th lesson. Though 11th and 12th lessons are appendixes related to additional learnings, which is more for self perusal. One of them is a question paper set, trial question paper set. They have one portion that is possibly, to be remembered for the purpose of exam. directly. That is the ukti. So I will today be including those two uktis also along with this, but this is part of the 10th lesson's ukti. Okay, so tasya tadeva madhuram yasya mano yatra sanlagnam. So tasya tat eva madhuram yasya manaha yatra sanlagnam. Why the bindu here? Because lakara is avargiya vyanjana. So bindu is used for the nasal sound. Okay. So sanlagnam means engaged or is focused. So I would take the meaning of focused. Okay. So tasya tat eva maduram, of that fellow, somebody, of someone, that itself, tadeva, that itself is sweet, maduram. Maduram asti, we have to take. Okay. Yasya, whose mind, yasya manaha, whose mind, yatra sanlagnam, wherever it is focused. Okay. So this one is stating as if it is a easy reality, but it is something that comes with practice only. So there is actually a preaching here. So that is sweet to someone whose mind is engaged in some particular act. So that act itself is sweet, like that. Okay. So
yeah, one doubt. Instead of yatra, kasmin lagnam.
Yes. Yasmin. Yeah, yasmin also can be used. Okay.
Yasmin. Yeah.
Yasmin. Okay.
Okay.
Tasya tadeva maduram yasya manaha yasmin sanlagnam also can be taken. Okay. So this tasya yasya goes for the person, and this yatra or yasmin are going for what is upon which the focus is. Okay. Some work. Okay. All right. So upon that which one's mind is engaged, indeed that is sweet unto him or her. So I have put a little bit of King's English here. So this sentence I didn't like of Samskrita Bharati's translation is very lame. I would just not use that. It is sweet when the mind is struck. What kind of interpretation is that? Okay. I don't like that. Okay. I take a better meaning for this, and I am teaching that. So upon which one's mind is engaged, focused, indeed that act or that work is sweet unto him or her. Okay. So basically it is telling us don't hate what you are doing. Just love what you are doing, and then it will become sweet to you. And if you approach anything with hatred, then it is not going to be useful. Okay. So that is the better preaching to take from this. Okay.
Should it not be tatra sanlagnam here instead of yatra sanlagnam?
No, yasya yatra sanlagnam. Whosoever's, wherever. What is wrong with saying in whosoever's mind, wherever his mind is engaged? What is wrong with that? Is it fair, Mahodaya?
Fair, Mahodaya.
Thank you. Please accept. Okay. So let us just break it down slowly. Yasya manaha yatra sanlagnam. Okay. Asti. Tasya tat eva maduram bhavet. So if I take bhavet, a Vidiling form, it gives a better preaching. So yasya manaha yatra sanlagnam asti tasya tadeva maduram bhavet, tasya tadeva maduram syat. So these kind of meanings can be taken. So I have given the pairing here. Yasya goes with tat, tasya, and yatra goes with tat here. And you can also take yasmin, like somebody said. Yasmin.
Why not tatra?
Tat eva maduram. That is sweet. Nothing wrong. You should not say tatra eva maduram. You should say tat eva maduram. That work itself is sweet. Right, Mahodaya?
Okay. Thank you.
Good. I'm happy you guys are so carefully analyzing the vibhaktis. That is exactly what is the goal of Samskrita Bharati. because we have to climb to the sentence level and understand what is happening. This is called the Karaka portion of grammar. So Panini deals with all this in Karaka Prakarana in his grammar. Okay, so let's read once and then move on. Tasya tadeva maduram yasya manaha yatra sanlagnam yasya mano yatra sanlagnam. Like that. Okay, nice. Before we take the break, which is impending, let us do these two uktis also. Okay, the Ekadashaha Pataha and Dwadashaha Pataha also contain two uktis. Those also we will cover now. Apadi spurati prajna yasya dhiraha sa eva hi. Okay, Apadi spurati prajna yasya dhiraha sa eva hi. I should put the comma here. Actually, it will be help. I have it here. Without comma, sometimes we pause. Our tonality is wrong. So, Apadi spurati prajna yasya. Apadi, in danger. Yasya prajna, whosoever's awareness, spurati, blooms. Okay. Sa eva dhiraha. Sa eva hi dhiraha. Sa eva dhiraha. Like kind of. Somebody has a question? Hiral Variye, you have a question? No. Okay, so I think accidentally got unmuted. Just mute everyone. Okay, so the one to whom even when there is danger, he doesn't lose his awareness, right? He doesn't become blinded by fear, as we say, na? So the one who doesn't become blinded by fear, who keeps his whereabouts, who keeps his consciousness and ability to act and take the correct decisions. Prajna Spurana is that kind of thing, awareness being still blooming. That fellow can be called as a dhira because he indeed is brave, because he knows how to keep his dhi. Actually, dhira comes from the dhi, which is mind. Okay, so one who is mindful. So beautifully coined. Apadi spurati prajna yasya dhiraha sa eva hi. Yasya prajna apadi spurati saha dhiraha eva hi. He is like indeed. That sense. Eva is also like indeed. So there is a double color. That's all. Okay. Or you can say he alone indeed is a brave fellow. That kind of coloration can be taken. So I guess that is understood now. So let us see the last ukti. Dvadashaha pataha. Yogyatvad yaha samutkarsho nirapayah sasarvatha. Okay. Yogyatvat. Yogyatva. So yogya, as you mean yoga. Let us just construct it slowly. Yoga means some kind of ability conjoined with us. Our yoga. So yogyatva is that abilityness. If I can extend such a English word, simply it becomes ability itself in English, but I would like to color it as abilityness. That is yogyatva. Yogyatvat means from that ability, from a certain ability, yaha, whichever fellow, samutkarshaha, one who is okay, yaha is not whichever fellow here. Yaha samutkarshaha means whichever thing is obtained, was prospered. Okay, so from ability, whatever was prospered or obtained, saha sarvatha nirapayaha. So here yaha samutkarshaha can also be taken for a person as a quality. One who prospered also can be taken. So one who prospered from yogyatva, one who prospered from ability, saha sarvatha nirapayaha. That fellow is always without any danger because he has achieved with merit. So we say, no, people can steal money from you, but they cannot steal your knowledge from you. They are very welcome to take the knowledge, but there is nothing like stealing it, right? Because knowledge can be replicated infinitely. So that kind of thing. So when we have yogyatva, Nobody can steal that from you. They can take your product, but they can't steal the yogyatva from you. Okay, so that is what. So that fellow is bereft of danger. So I always used to tell in my office, your job security is not your company's job order. Your job security is your knowledge. Simply like that. So this is exactly that. Okay. So yogyatvat yaha samutkarsha nirapayah sa sarvatha. It will always help us. Prosperity is achieved through one's own merit is never in danger of being lost. Very correctly translated by them. Yaha yogyatvat samutkarshaha saha sarvata nirapayah bhavati. One who prospers from his ability, he always is free from danger of losing it. Okay. So with that, let us take a water break. So 11:55 now, good time to take a water break. So 12 o'clock, let us gather and carry on for half an hour. At around 12:30, we'll take a lunch break and keep continuing. So it's good. We are more or less progressing well in the 10th lesson. So today we should have reached a good level of closure. So next Saturday, Sunday, we can do whatever little bit left, we can cover it up and do some question paper review quickly before we conclude, and let you guys have the whole of February more or less for your self-study and appearing for the exam. Appearing in the sense the exams, as you know, this time will be postal. Exams also will be postal. So you can kind of receive the question paper and take it at your home. Okay. Remember always that you are taking it for your own gain. Okay. So marks doesn't matter, effort matters. Thank you very much. So just take your 5 minutes break now. We'll gather back at 12:01. Okay. Sorry, I got a little delayed. I'm by myself and have had a few errands to run quickly. Okay.
Sir, I just wanted to share one information.
Huh.
Sir, this anir pratyaya.
Huh.
Anir pratyaya is a karmani prayog.
Correct. It forces karmani prayoga. Correct.
And karmani prayog, we will karta will be in tritiya vibhakti.
Correct.
So I did some, on Vyoma Labs, I was running, just watching a course, and Dr. Krishna Soumyapur, so both Tritiya and Shashti Bhakti can be used interchangeably for Aniya Pratyaya.
There is something called Abhihita and Anabhihita Karta. Okay. So the Sutra of Panini says Karta, Swatantraha, something like that. Okay. So by that rule, not just Tritiya, under certain contexts, Shashti Vibhakti application is also seen. Correct.
Bhakti is Sheshe, wherever, anywhere it is Sheshe, but specific near. So we heard, Mama Karaniya, Maya Karaniya.
Correct. That is one classic example of Shashti usage. Correct. Very correct. Well said, Mahodaya. Good teaching. Yeah. And her name is Soumya Krishnapura. Soumya Krishnapura Variya. One of the best teachers of Sanskritam you can find in. We are so lucky such youngsters are there to keep the torch lit. Yeah.
Her voice is so beautiful, sir.
Yeah, no, her diction, her knowledge of grammar. Oh my God, I mean, it's.
So, Mahodaya, where are those lectures or tutorials?
Yeah. Sanskritfromhome.in. Sanskritfromhome.in. One of the guys will share for you. You can register there, and both already courses that are completed, all the you can just register with your details, with your email ID, etc. Create a login in that website, become a user of that website, and then once you can add courses to your tray and then follow those courses. It'll have the links to the lesson slides. It'll have links to the video recordings, etc. Okay. Highest pedigree. Yeah.
Basic level. One is Vibhakti course, and one is Gita course.
Correct. Different teachers are teaching there. I particularly find Soumyapur's courses of the highest pedigree there. Yeah. Okay. They operate through public donations. They don't charge for their courses directly. So you can also purchase some CDs and some things also, and that is a small revenue stream for them. But mostly they run on donations. So if
some
you're
courses are paid for. So some courses are paid for. Rest all we can watch through the YouTube thing also once it's done, and even through their website.
Correct. Okay, so let us come to the first lesson of lesson 10. Is there something more, Shrikant Varya, to say?
I was saying, sir, I really wonder which courses and they are available free.
Sir, we got cut off. What were you saying?
Okay, sir, no problem. We can continue.
Tell Mahodaya.
I was also saying that the quality of is such a high and they are available for free. Had it been other language, people would have charged, thousands of rupees for those.
Right. Sanskritam is its paddhati is that. Gurukula paddhati is that. Gurus used to teach not for money, right? So the Rajashraya used to help them. They need not have worried about their life needs and all that. And also Rajashraya and the Bhikshuka dharma that was maintained by the Grihasthas of those days kept the society light. So it was clearly not a materialistic society. They did not consider individual anything as individual. They considered all the properties of the public. So it was a different type of world. We can only.
I just want to say one thing. There's a course called Foundations of Sanatana Dharma by Professor B. Mahadevan of IIMB from the Vyoma Labs, which is very good and which is very interesting. Anybody who's gone through these books will see many of these. You talked about Upanishads and all that. He explains in quite a detail in the course.
Nice. Yeah, thanks, Bhagini. Okay, so let us get back to our work. Sweetie Varya is not alerting me. Get back like that. So I will remember her and say, okay, let's get back to studies. Bhashabhyasah.
Is coming.
Bhashabhyasah bhave prayogah. So today the focus is on a subset of karmani, a special subset of karmani, you can call it. It is like karmani, but it is very weird. You can't call it karmani because there is no karma pada itself. As you know, dhatus are sakarmaka or akarmaka, right? They can have a karma and they are such dhatus are there which you cannot identify a karma. Typically, what is this karta karma? Like once I had told earlier, there is something called vyaparashraya and phalashraya for a kriya. When there is an action, the action has two ashrayas, two things upon which it resides. Okay, one is the karta, who is the vyaparashraya. So the karta is the vyaparashraya, who conducts the verb. Okay, directs or conducts the verb. He is the vyaparashraya, and that is karta. And then the other is called phalashraya, the fruit of the action. Okay, in what it resides. So that is called karma. Okay, so the dhatus, there are certain dhatus where you cannot identify a distinct phalashraya separate from the vyaparashraya. You can only conclude that the vyaparashraya itself is the phalashraya. There is no specific karma destination involved. So for example, getting up. Okay, Ramaha uttishtati. In the act of getting up, what is the phalashraya? Ramaha tishtati ityeva phalashraya. So arthat tatra कर्म इति नास्ति. रामः शालाम् उत्तिष्ठति. शालायाम् इति सप्तम्यां भवितुं शक्यते. कुत्र उत्तिष्ठति? शालायाम् उत्तिष्ठति, गृहे उत्तिष्ठति. But they are not karma. They are all adhara, adhikarana. So that is different. So when we have akarmaka dhatus participating in a passive voice sentence, okay, instead of calling it karmani prayoga, Samskrita world recognizes that these don't have karma pada, but they are having a hidden implicit karma. So they call it bhave prayoga. So the phalashraya is in the bhava itself. They say the phalashraya is in the bhava itself, and that whatever that bhava is treated as a napumsikalinga ekavachana bhava. Okay, so they just take the default as napumsaka ekavachana bhava. Shrikant Varya, is there a question, Mahodaya? Oh, no. Okay, I think you're just unmuted. Let me mute everyone. Okay, so that's why it is called bhave prayogaha. So that's the karmani prayogaha, kartari prayogaha, bhave prayogaha. So Samskrita Vangmaye vakyanam trida prayogaha santi. के ते कर्तरी प्रयोगः, कर्मणि प्रयोगः, भावे प्रयोगः च इति ते प्रयोगाः. Okay, there won't be a question like that. Samskrita Bharati doesn't ask such theoretical, meaningless questions, but it's good for us to know that. Okay, vrikshena kampyate. Vrikshena, by the tree, kampyate. It is shaken. Okay, they have given the sentence in English in active voice, the tree is shaking, but it is to be taken as it is shaken by the tree. If there is such a construction allowed in English, it is shaken. What that it, nobody knows. The tree is shaken by the tree. You can say that way. Okay. Tena upavishyate. By him it is sat. He is sitting. Sitting is done by him, another way of saying, yeah. Okay, taya hasyate, by her it is laughed. She is laughing, or laughing is done by her. Vriddaihi patyate, by the old men falling is done. Sad, huh? They use such a sentence, please. Anyway, vriddaihi patyate, by the old men, falling is done. Vaidyena shankyate, by the doctor, Vaidya, by the doctor, something is suspected. He's always suspecting something. If you go to him, you better suspect something. So Vaidyena shankyate. So basically, when they diagnose, they suspect something, right? That thing, Shanka here. If he is having a doubt about what your disease is, then we are in trouble. Atiti bihi ushyate, by the guests. Okay. So the staying is done. Okay. So ushyate, it's a tough form. We say that. Shikshakaihi yatyate, by the teachers, effort is put. Okay, it is attempted by the teachers. Okay, yatna comes from the same thing. Okay, grihinibihi milyate, by the housewives. Okay, it is met. That means they meet like that. Ambikaya vruddhyate, by the girl called Ambika. Okay, Ambika, Ambalika, famous names in beginning of Mahabharata also. Vruddhyate, it is grown up. That means she grows up. Sundarya nrityate, by the beautiful girl or by a girl name with the name Sundari. Okay, dancing is being done. Right, pretty girl is dancing, or dancing is being done by the pretty girl. That's the karmani form. Balikaya uthiyate, by the girl it is stood up. I mean, she stands up like that. Pushpena vikasyate, by the flower it is bloomed. That means the flower blooms like that. Tena chalyate, by him something movement. Chalana is movement. So by him it is moved like that. Okay. See, this is a karmani nich form. Okay, and that is actually now in bhave mode because chalana kriya. See, unless see this beautiful dhatu difference between chal and gam. Gacchati has a karma. Shalam gacchati, griham gacchati, but chalati doesn't have a karma. You cannot say shalam chalati. You can only say saha chalati or tena chalyate. That's all. So there is no karma destination involved in the simple act of this chal, which is like walk. Yanena sthiyate, by the vehicle it is stood. Okay, that means it is stationary like that. Now also this one more thing I would like to alert. Don't think that a karma pada, a kriya pada in your mother tongue, if it is sakarmaka, a similar kriya pada that you are aware in Sanskritam is also sakarmaka. There is a very clear definition given by the Dhatu Pata of Panini and his predecessors, where they have listed this is sakarmaka, this is akarmaka, like that. And there is a process called dvikarmaka also. Some dhatus are called dvikarmakas. That means they can have more than one karma pada, which have a slightly different sense. Okay, those karma padas have slightly different sense. So dvikarmaka also is there. So that is by definition they define those. But if you see carefully within the grammar world of Sanskritam, you will understand why that dhatu has that sense. The dhatu's meaning is in that vector. That vector is requiring that kind of definition. So sometimes the fact that they define a particular dhatu as akarmaka tries to teach us how to go to your own mother tongue with your own kriyapada and convey the same sense. That's all. Okay. All right. So tena chalyate. Yanena sthiyate. Balakena.
Sir, all these things are bhave prayogaka vartamanakaraha karmani.
Yeah. Karmani is no. There is karmani is replaced by bhave.
Bhave. Okay.
You cannot again say karmani, but you can say the kriya padas are all in the bhave mode. Yeah, vartamana bhave mode. Yeah, that's why the yakara is heard everywhere. Kampyate, upishyate, shankyate, ushyate. See, otherwise it will be just yatate, tishtate, like that. Okay. Sthiyate or something like that for ush. So there they have their kartari forms, those dhatus. But anyway, here we are looking at every single thing. So Madam is very good in pointing out every dhatu form we have seen here. They are all bhave form or the karmani form of that dhatu. Okay, in lat. Okay, very good. But all of them have atmanepadi ending, because as you know, as soon as we go to the so-called karmani / bhave form of the dhatu, we have to go to atmanepadi ending. We cannot choose the parasmaipadi ending. The dhatu's original sense of being atmane parasmai is not heeded. The antakriya, the tinganta, is following the atmanepadi anta forms. Okay, that is the nature of karmani and bhave prayoga of the dhatus. Okay, so balakena shapyate, shayyate. Shapyate is different, completely different. Sorry, shayyate, by the boy it is slept. That means he is lying down like that. Okay, all right. So this is what I have tried to show here, what madam is telling. So saha upavishati becomes tena upavishyate. Vrikshaha kampate becomes vrikshena kampyate. Sa hasati becomes taya hasyate. Both of them are bhave prayoga. One is kartari bhave, one is karmani bhave. Okay, it is called bhave prayoga when we actually go to karmani mode or the so-called tritiya karta mode, etc. But for me, for all purposes, it is this one is also, this is a kartari, yeah, kartari prayoga, but the dhatu is akarmaka. So hasati doesn't have a karmapada association with it. So sa hasati, that's it. Only karta is inward. So I should not call that bhave prayoga. I should call it kartari and this as bhave. So kartari bhave. Sa hasati kartari, taya hasyate bhave. Sundari nrityati, sundarya nrityate. Vriddaha patanti, vriddaihi patyate. So pushpam vikasati, pushpena vikasyate, like that. Okay. So I have given some auxiliary help on the right side to show the kartari forms also for a few of those examples. So let us move forward. The above Sanskrit sentences are in bhave prayoga or impersonal voice and present tense. Okay, there are three types of expressions, prayogas we call them, possible in Sanskrit. They are kartari prayoga, active voice, karmani prayoga, passive voice, and bhave prayoga, impersonal voice. So in English also looks like there is a subtle difference between passive voice and impersonal voice. I had not known this, but I'm learning through Sanskritam, but also that. You have learned at Pravesha level that verbs are of two types, sakarmaka, transitive, and akarmaka, intransitive. Lot of English technical grammar names are also there here. So just keep them in mind, because when the question appears, it will appear with sometimes English title. Place these sentences in intransitive mode. You don't get confused by it. Remember this. In the 10th lesson, they are explaining this grammatical. So I know. So what they mean is akarmaka prayoga, bhave prayoga, like that. Okay. In Sanskrit language, a sentence that has a transitive verb can be expressed either in active voice kartari or passive voice karmani. Okay. So karmani is applicable for transitive verbs. Similarly, a sentence that has an intransitive verb, that means akarmaka kriyapada, it can be expressed either in kartari. So kartari continues to be available, of course, or but what we switch the name from karmani to bhave. Impersonal voice is called bhave. In other words, when we change the voice of a sentence having an intransitive verb, akarmaka kriya, from active, we get bhave prayoga or impersonal voice. So for all practical purposes, for us it is only a technical title difference between karmani and bhave. Bhave prayoga indicates that there is no karma pada. In karmani sentence, even though you do not put the karma pada, see, look, it is your choice. Ramaha gacchati, when I say, I'm not putting the karma pada there. Ramaha shalam gacchati. I can just say Ramaha gacchati. That doesn't make it bhave. Okay, that is active voice, so I cannot even say bhave. So Ramena gamyate. If I say Ramena gamyate, that doesn't make it bhave prayoga. Remember. Is gam dhatu an akarmaka dhatu? That alone decides whether the prayoga is bhave, not the fact that you dropped the karma pada. If there was a potential possibility of having a karma pada, you did not use it. That does not make the sentence bhave prayoga. That continues to make the sentence karmani prayoga. Okay. So Ramena gamyate is also karmani. Ramena shala gamyate is also karmani. Balakena gamyate is also karmani. Balena or balakena shala gamyate is also karmani. Okay, so remember that. It has to be a dhatu which is akarmaka, like dhav, vard, those things. Balakaha dhavanti kartari balakaihi dhavyate. See, ekavachana. Prathama purusha ekavachana always, because karma pada is absent necessarily, even not just because we desire to make it absent. There is no possibility. It collapses to prathama purusha ekavachana. And if you are going to kridantas, linga is also needed. So in kridantas we apply napumsaka linga. Okay, that's another thing that they may teach actually. Anyway, however, in other Indian languages, bhave prayoga is not as common as in Sanskrit. In English, we rarely come across impersonal voice. Therefore, the above Sanskrit sentences that are in bhave prayoga are translated into English in active voice only, Indian English. In one or two instances, the literal translation is shown in brackets. The fifth and the seventh sentence are marked with a star, are translated in impersonal voice alone only. So that's what this is to. Okay, they have not bothered to give the other form. They're saying that on these lines, try to understand the remaining sentences also. So they're kind of saying, look, I have given some limited options in English. You guys be aware. I'm not trying to take the prayoga in English in a similar sense. I'm just taking the meaning. That's what they're alerting you. So the rules of impersonal voice vis-a-vis karmani prayoga. That means the rules of bhave prayoga vis-a-vis karmani prayoga. Let us understand. Subject will be in the instrumental case, just like karmani prayoga. Tritiya vibhakti, that is balakena dhavyate. The verb will change as in passive voice. That means similar to how karmani prayoga had the verb changing to so-called karmani form, in bhave also it changes to what we simply now title as bhave form, but it is same as karmani form. There is no difference in the kriya pada, but there is one colossal important difference. Because we cannot put karma pada, we assume ekavachana. Okay. Whereas if we actually had a passive voice sentence or a karmani prayoga and we choose to put the karma pada or assume the karma pada as some plural, the kriya pada has to track the plurality or the singularity also. Okay. So all those things are important. The verb is always in prathama purusha ekavachana only. This is what I just told. It is in ekavachana. It is in prathama purusha because we always assume that karma to be in a third person mode. So we don't go to madhyama purusha, uttama purusha at all in bhave. Okay, this is very important difference. It can happen in karmani, but it cannot happen in bhave. It can happen in karmani because the karma pada can exist and that can be a madhyama purusha or a uttama purusha, right? So aham can be a karma pada there, in which case you have to move the kriya pada to madhyama purusha. So we know that difficulty, but it's a very rarity. It's a rare application. So they have not taught us much. Since the verbs are intransitive, there is no object in bhave prayoga. So bhave prayoga lacks the object or the karma pada. So sakarmaka prayogaha kartari bala. We saw this already. No need to rub this in. So let's move forward. Abhyasa. So let us do a little bit of abhyasa to conclude this segment of the lesson. There are of course a lot of abhyasa will be there, but we'll try a bit of it as the time permits. So as usual, let me call upon people to participate. Tarulata Sonkarji, you are able to participate. Try it out. Tarulata Sonkarji.
Yes, sir.
So for you have to go to from kartari to bhave. Patati, for example, goes to patyate. So how would dhavati go? You have to try and guess. Please try a few.
Dhavati.
How, madam?
Dhavyate.
Second time you said correct. Dhavyate, not dhavyata. Dhavyatya. Dhavyate. Okay, well done. Dhavyate. So balikaya धाव्यते. अत्र चित्रणं कृतमस्ति तद् दृष्ट्वा वदन्नस्मि. बालिकया अथवा बालया धाव्यते, like that. हसति हस्यते hasyate. So balikaya hasyate. Bahu hasyate. Lots of laughter. Okay. Tritiyam.
Tishtate.
Try again.
Tishtate.
Tishtyate. Yakara has to come before the anta. Tishtyate.
Tishtate.
It's a little tongue twister, but it is not that form. It is more than a tongue twister. The dhatu itself changes its form to stha. So sthiyate is the correct form. Even I made the mistake. Okay, so but it's okay. By practice, abhyasa, we will learn this. Sthiyate is the form of this karmani bhave form of tishtati. Okay. One more you try. Garjati.
Garjati. Garjate.
Garjyate. Garjyate. A should be heard. Garjyate.
Garjyate.
Simhena garjyate. Simhena uchchaihi garjyate. Okay. Dhanyavadah Bhagini. Well tried. So, Sheshagiri Raudur Mahodaya.
अस्तु महोदय.
प्रयत्नं करोतु महोदय.
कंपते कंपते कंप्यते.
Kampyate. Kampyete no. Kampyete is dvivachana. Kampyate. 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 Kampyete. Kampyante. Iti pratama ekavachana, dvivachana, bahuvachana rupani. So balikaya kampyate.
Kampyate. Yatate. Yatyate.
Yatyate. Yatyate.
Yatyate.
Mahilaya yatyate. Mahilaya yatyate. So she's a railway engineer. She's doing some heavy work. Good. Bhavati.
Bhavyate.
Sounds right. I suspect it is slightly different. Maybe bhuyate or something like that. Let us see. I will unravel and find out if I am correct. Bhuyate. My brain was teaching me correct. So bhavyate sounds correct. But this is the where we get stumped. So tishtati sthiyate, bhavati bhuyate. Good, good. When we try this, this will stick in the brain a little bit. Nrityati.
Nrutyate.
Nrityate.
Nrutyate.
Nrityate. Nrityate. Well done. So here this is the baby. So shishuna bhuyate. Balikaya nrityate. Okay. Well done. Thank you, Mahodaya. Thanks for trying. Sudha Bhagini. Sudha Bhagini. Are you available? Everyone is hungry. Come on, unmute fast.
Mahodaya, yes, Mahodaya.
Try, madam. Number 9, 10.
Number 9, nashyati, nashyate.
Nashyate.
Upavishati, upavishyate.
Upavishyate. I think madam is in a hurry to go have her lunch.
No, Mahodaya, I'm okay.
Well done. Well done. You did correctly. Nashyate, something is lost or withers away. And upavishyati, upavishyate, somebody is sat by someone. So balikaya, atra balikaya upavishyate. Looks like I have a lot of balikas in the example. Okay.
Shall I try the next sentences, Mahodaya?
Please try, madam.
Okay. Change the
read the example. Yeah, correct. Thanks.
Yeah.
Do that.
Yeah. Change the following sentences into impersonal voice. Udaharanam, pushpam vikasati, pushpena vikasyate, parnam patati, parnena patyate.
Well done.
Vicharaha spurati, vicharena spuryate.
Well done. Thank you, Maria. Thank you. Somebody else wants to jump in who is very... Dhanyavada. Sudhavari, are you coming in from outside of India?
Yes, Sydney, Mahodaya.
Oh. Thank you.
Thank you,
We are most happy about this interest in Sanskritam from such distances. We love it. Vivan Saneja Variye, are you available? Vivan Saneja?
Mahodaya.
Try Mahodaya.
Ta kampyate, sitaya kampyate.
Correct. Sitaya kampyate. Well done.
Balaka yatate, balena yatyate.
Yatyate. Correct. Balena yatyate. You read balakaha. Please be careful. Don't add things that are not present. Huh? Balaha yatate. Balena yatyate. Couple of more for you.
Simha garjanti. Simhaihi garjyate.
Well done. Singular also you went. See, when we see a plural, we get confused whether we should make it garjyante like that. Very correctly, Vivanji translated it to singular correctly in the bhave. So simhaihi, that has to be in plural because the karta is plural. So simhaihi garjyate, singular. Garjyate. Well
Rule
done.
3. The verb is always in pratham purusha ekavachana.
Prathama purusha ekavachana. Correct.
Balikaha tishtanti. Balikabihi sthiyate.
Sthiyate. Well done. Balikabihi, plural. Okay. So if you remember Sita, Site, Sita, Sitaya, Sitabhyam, Sitabihi. So Strilinga, the karma, you have to remember the Tritiya forms carefully. Okay. Sitaya, Sitabhyam, Sitabihi. Balikaya, Balikabhyam, Balikabihi. Sounds like we are doing some puja kriya. But we know we are doing Sanskrit reading. If somebody asks you to do puja, you can do Rama Shabda and they will think you're doing puja. It is funny. Tishtanti. So tishtyate. Sthiyate. See again, see here. Sthiyate. Whether it is tishtanti or tishtati, it goes to sthiyate, sthiyate. Madam correctly did it. Well done, madam. Thank you. Samir Varya from Mumbai.
Yeah, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. Phalam nashyati. Phalena nashyate.
Correct. Nashyate. Already example is there above. Nashyate. So phalena nashyate. Well done. Next one.
Vidushaka hasanti. This is plural.
Correct.
So vidushakaihi. Right? Vidushakaihi.
Correct.
Hasyate.
Very good. Singular. Vidushakaihi hasyate. Vidushakaihi hasyate. It in the beginning it sounds unnatural. What's happening singular? Over time, once you fall into the language's mood in your brain, no? The prakriya is embedded. There's nothing. It's perfect. Okay. Two more.
Yeah. Nartakyah nrutyanti. So nartakyah is plural. So maybe nartakaihi.
It's not masculine. See, nartakihi is a ikaranta strilinga shabda. Okay.
Right. So nartakaihi, nartakabhi.
Nartakibihi and nartakabihi. Something. Nartakibihi sounds right. Correct?
Nartakibihi.
Nartakibihi. Nrityate. Well done, Mahodaya. Nartakibihi nrityate. Okay. Mahilabihi, nartakibihi. Similar. Okay. Last one.
Balaha patanti. Balaihi. Balaihi patyate.
Well done. Balaihi patyate. Full marks. 4 out of 4 for you. Thanks, Mahodaya.
It can also be balaka bihi, no Guruji? Bala could be a girl.
Very correct, madam. Very correct. See, Saugandhi is scoring for the ladies. So this Balaha, she's asking, why did you assume Balaha? Why can't you assume Bala? She's correct. If you assume Bala, then it's Balabihi. Balabihi, not Balikabihi. You have to make it Balabihi patyate. So you can actually in the exam, you put Balaihi / Balabihi, put patyate. Appreciated. Okay. Well done. With Balika, there is no confusion. But with Balaha, it is collapsing both from Balaha or from Bala. So you can take both Strilinga and Pullinga interpretation and go correctly. As you please, or put show both.
Vidushakaha also, right, sir?
No. Vidushakaha is Pullinga in both cases because the Stritva of Vidushik may become Shika. There are few different techniques of going to Strilinga in Sanskritam. So whenever there is some places the ikara appears a little before, like vidushika, something like that. Okay, so I am not very what you call confident of doing the right Stri Pratyaya, but I think this is vidushika in Strilinga, so vidushikaha is the plural form. So then it is vidushikabihi hasyate. Okay, is that okay, Chitra Bhagini?
Yes, sir.
It sounds
No,
like.
actually, I tried using Vidush Biki. Then I got the doubt now.
Vidushaki. Yeah, I think it is not Vidushaki, it is Vidushika. I remember few things change like that. The ikara moves up. Okay. So with
Mahodaya,
that,
Nrutyanti is an intransitive verb by definition, but when you look at Nrutyate, right? So we can say some kind of dance form will be performed by the dancers. So a dance form will nartaki bihi nrutyate. So then in that sense, it looks like it is a transitive verb, right?
no, nartaki bihi is karta. It's a vyaparashraya. Okay. Nartana kriya as such doesn't have a karma, doesn't have a palashraya. So nartaki bihi nrityate ityeva bhave prayogaha. Nrityate iti nrityate. So nartayati va? Nartayati. Where is the nritya? Nrityanti. So nrityati. Nartayati. No, nrityati. Nartayati also sounds right as a different variant form. But anyway, nrityati. Even in active voice, you cannot put karma pada there. Nartakyaha, you cannot say nartakyaha, Bharatanatyam nrityanti. No, you cannot do that. Okay, it's not allowed. You have to, if you want to put Bharatanatyam there, then you have to do this. Nartakyaha Bharatanatyam shailyam nrityanti, in the shaili of Bharatanatyam. So we go to Adhikarana Karaka. Okay. Or you can say Bharatanatyam Natyayam nrityanti, in the Natyayam. When I say in that Natya, is in the sense of in that style. Okay. So or you can put shaili, add shaili to make it very clear. So Bharatanatyam shailyam, Bharatanatyam shailyam, Bharatanatyam shailyam nrityanti, like that you have to go. Because the dhatu is declared by the Sanskrit language as akarmaka, you cannot force a karma pada out of your own want. Okay?
Okay, Mahodaya.
So let us conclude here.
Mahodaya?
Well past
Mahodaya?
our limit. Yes,
I
Sudha
have
Bhagini?
a small doubt, Mahodaya.
Ah.
Vidushi is the word that is in the feminine gender. So when you make it with the kakara pratyaya, will it be vidushika? Or
I think it's Vidushika, something like that.
Shika
Or just
or Shika?
Vidushi itself is enough. Vidushi itself is Strilinga. No need to say Vidushika again if you want to make it.
So it should be like Nadi bihi. So Vidushi bihi.
Yeah, no need to make it a forced Stritva because it's already Stri.
Correct,
So you
Mahodaya.
can just take Vidushi and take whatever Ikara and the Strilinga
Vidushi
runs.
bihi, like Nadi
Vidushi bihi,
Sabda.
Vidushi bihi, Nadi bihi, correct. And
Dhanyavad,
Mahodaya, in the earlier part before the break, we were discussing about Ihi being only one, Lakshmihi being the only Strilinga pada. It is straight away ruled out. I don't know why Mahodaya told like that. Maybe he was. So all of us are on the path of learning, so we make mistakes.
No, Mahodaya. I checked straight
like
away.
Matihi. Matihi is a Strilinga Shabda with a Visarga. Matihi, Mati, Matayaha. So there are lots of examples with Visarga in Strilinga. Okay.
But this Mushtihi Mahodaya is a masculine gender word. I checked the dictionary straight away. So I'm very surprised as to why they have used Datta.
Madam, the dictionary may be limited. And also there is something called Arshap Prayoga. When we say, when we take a verse from past, no, Hori past.
Yes, yes.
We call it Arshap Prayoga and say he has assumed Strilinga, so it is Strilinga. Like Vedavakya.
Yeah, that might
like
be
that.
correct, but Mushtihi is a masculine gender word.
Perhaps. I also saw in the dictionary, I saw it is having all three lingas in different contexts. I didn't like that, some of the translations of the Mushti they gave. But anyway, All right. So with that, let us break for lunch. So gather back at 2 o'clock and keep blowing on. Okay, guys. Have a nice lunch. Bye.
धन्यवादः.
धन्यवादाः.
धन्यवादः.